Tonight from Bross Court in the MacArthur Center on the campus of the Masters University, it's NAIA men's volleyball. As tonight, the William Penn Statesmen, ranked number 8 in the NAIA, take on the number 5 team in the NAIA, the Masters University Mustangs. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us wherever you may be, however you may be watching and or listening. I'm Dave Caldwell. We certainly appreciate you spending part of your Wednesday evening with us. It is so appreciated, and we hope we're going to give you the kind of experience that you deserve. It's going to be a really good match. We've been excited about this one. 2 teams in the top 8 in the nation in the NAIA. These 2 teams have faced against each other the second match of the season for the Masters, certainly, and I believe it was also for William Penn, but it was the Mustangs that came out on top, winning in 3 sets, 25-20, 25-17, 25-19 against the Statesmen. William Penn hit just 131 in the match, while the Masters hit 459. Nolan Flexen had 15 kills in the match. Diego Perez had 14. So William Penn comes into this match 15-7 overall, 13-4 out of the Heart of America Athletic Conference. The Mustangs 10-4, 4-3 in the Golden State Athletic Conference. Let's go ahead and set the starters for the visiting William Penn Statesmen. Carlos Garcia will be the libero, and we will have Charlie Figge, Ike Papes, CJ Reddick, a bit of a homecoming for CJ, by the way. Landon Krause, Matt Helmick is the setter, and Eli Hero as well. We're going to talk a lot about the numbers and how all those players have been doing during the course of the year. Now let's switch over to the Mustangs as they dim the lights here in the MacArthur Center. Nolan Flexen is number 1 in the country in hitting percentage, .438 on the season. He's also 4th in the country with 4.64 kills per set. We'll talk more about that as the night goes on. Diego Perez is the All-American. He's going to be the libero tonight. Matthew Ham will be the setter. Will Avera, a middle blocker. Brett Norkus, the other middle blocker, as he is introduced to the crowd right now. Isaac Seltzer, the opposite, and Braden Van Groningen, the outside hitter. As I said, the Mustangs are a good hitting team. They are hitting .352 on the season. That ranks 2nd in the NAIA. They are coached by Jared Goldberg in his 3rd season, 26-22 as the head coach. Last year, getting to be 14-10 and getting the Mustangs' first ever ranking in the top 10 last year. They're coming off of a good win against Grandview, winning in 4 sets, 25-13, 23-25, 28-26, and 25-23. It was a heck of a match here last night. William Penn, they're coming in. They're coached by Luke Bentley in his 4th year. Last year, he was the Heart of America Athletic Conference Coach of the Year. He was also a 30 under 30 honoree from the American Volleyball Coaches Association just a couple years ago in 2021. His overall record, 39-41 in his 4th season. So as we get ready to go, William Penn has the ball first. Ike Papes will be serving for the Statesmen, and that's going to be Isaac Seltzer with the first kill of the match. He tied his career high last night against Grandview with 13 kills in that match. The Masters in their white tops with blue shorts, and it is William Penn in all blue with yellow and white striping. Will Avera with the serve, going to the far side for CJ Reddick, and that one is blocked. Continuing on, the lefty Landon Krause, the 6'5 junior out of Appleton, Wisconsin, with that kill. Krause, the NAIA Player of the Year last year. Now back to serve Eli Hero. Setting for Van Groningen. Blocked. Continuing on. Here's Krause, the lefty. Back setting for Seltzer. Trying to corner. Krause is there. Back set this time, and coming just out, Ike Papes with the hit from the back row. Our officials tonight, David Steinbacher is on the ladder on the far side. Jared Gibson is the down ref. Stephanie Steinbacher and Curtis Dice are the line judges, as Ezra Moore will check in for the Mustangs. He'll go back to serve. Ezra Moore with 4 aces on the season. Picked one up last night against Grandview. Quick set in the middle. That's going to go off of Norcus. I believe that was Krause. Figge. No, I think it was actually Charlie Figge. Now as I look at the stats, Figge and Krause both with kills in the match so far. And now going back to serve is Landon Krause. Back setting for Seltzer from the back row. Nice dig by Carlos Garcia. From the back row, that was Papes. And that one's an over. Here's Papes again. Van Groningen. One line judge says good, one says out. And the officials are going to say that was out, so the point will go to William Penn. They lead it 3-2. Krause continuing to serve. 9th in the nation, averaging a little better than half an ace per set. And that was Brett Norcus in the middle, getting his first of the night. Now Braden Van Groningen back to serve for the Mustangs. 4 aces on the season for the sophomore out of Ripon, California. Tough set. And that's going to be the third hit, and that's going to be a point for the Mustangs. The pass was difficult. Matt Helmick doing a heck of a job just to get over there. Helmick is a great setter. Comes in just under 700 assists on the season, but how does that work out per set? 10.33 assists per set. He is 4th in the nation in assists per set. There is Helmick with that set. A diving play from Diego Perez. Now back setting and little back slide that time for Charlie Figge. Goes off the block, and the point will go to the Statesman, and we're tied at 4. C.J. Reddick, who's going to go back to serve. He's a senior out of Sierra Madre, California. Probably about 30 to 90 minutes, depending on traffic, away from Santa Clarita. Off the 210. There's a mountain range that separates Santa Clarita from Sierra Madre, so nice homecoming for CJ. Out. That hit from Charlie Figge. Figge is asking for a touch, but he's not going to get it. So the point will go to the Mustangs. Diego Perez continuing to serve. Perez battling an injury, and so he's not able to hit like he normally does. That's a great hit from Ike Papes on the far side. Good set from Helmick to give Papes exactly what he needs to hammer it down. 222 kills on the season for Papes. That is a team high, hitting 252. Now Figge to serve. Flexen. Nolan Flexen had a career high last night, 27 kills against Grandview. Earlier this month, he had 26 against Menlo, so he beat that in the first set last night. He was perfect. Every single attack, every opportunity, he made it count last night against Grandview, and a good first set win for the Mustangs. Good play from Isaac Seltzer to keep that one alive for the Mustangs. Now a free opportunity. Perez setting for Flexen. Back to Seltzer, and Seltzer finds room on the floor. Second of the night for Isaac Seltzer. Mustangs up by 3. Matthew Ham serving for the Masters. That one is going to be long from Papes. No, they're going to call a touch. Excuse me. They're going to call a touch by the Mustangs, and so it's going to be a point for the Statesman as Matt Helmick is back to serve. Back setting for Flexen, blocked. Well done by Papes. Solo block. Flexen again. Gets up and over the top of the block attempt from Papes and Hero. Watch the height. We always talk about this with Nolan Flexen. He's 6'10", and he can reach over 12 feet on the jump test. And so now he's back to serve. You saw it right there, the kind of height that he can get. Quick set in the middle. Eli Hero. Hero, 134 kills, hitting .419 on the season. Now Papes. Oh, it's going to be an ace. Watch this one. It's just going to tick the top of the net and just drop down in no man's land. Seltzer gets his third. Will Avera with the serve for the Mustangs. From the back row, blocked by Brett Norkus. Ike Papes from the back row flying in. Gets a great set. It's a great hit, but Norkus at 6'10", the big wall above the net to block that one. One of the top blockers in the nation is Brett Norkus. Avera continuing to serve. Mustangs up by 3 in this first set. Back set to Krause, blocked. Van Groningen takes advantage of the overpass. And a timeout called by the Statesman. Is another great block, and the ball coming right back over, coming back to Van Groningen, and he just springboards up off the floor to make that one count. As I said last night, the Mustangs defeated Grandview. Grandview, the two-time defending national champions. Of course, if you are a William Penn fan, I don't need to tell you all about Grandview. Both William Penn and Grandview coming out of the same conference. So you know how good they have been the last couple of years. The Mustangs getting their second win over the two-time defending national champions. And it was a career night. Nolan Flexen, the freshman, 27 kills. We mentioned that. Isaac Seltzer, the freshman, he tied his career high at 13. And the setter, Matthew Ham, had a career-high 41 assists. And yes, Matthew Ham is also a true freshman, just like those other two are as well. The Mustangs have won the last 3 of 4 matches, 5 of their last 7. Their 4 losses, they lost to Stanford, twice to Vanguard, the number 1 team in the NAIA, and they also lost to Ottawa of Arizona. Right now, the Mustangs with their biggest lead here in the first set. Lead by 4, 12-8. Will Avera, one of the co-captains, continuing to serve for the Masters. Quick set in the middle for Eli Hero. Hero with 2, Papes with 2, Charlie Figge with 2 here in this first set. And Hero will go back to serve. 12 aces on the season for the 6'8 senior out of Dousman, Wisconsin. Back row set, for Nolan Flexen. And that ball, the block did not get over, so the point will go to the Mustangs. As Ezra Moore will come in. Mentioned it last night. Mustangs, the program is only 4 years old, just like the William Penn program, only in its 4th year of existence. And Ezra Moore has been with the program from its inception. Van Groningen, Papes. Quick setting to Norkus. Oh, what a play by Helmick to dive and keep that alive. Back row for Flexen, and again, it's Helmick. Krause. Van Groningen. An opportunity now for the Statesman. Back setting to Krause. The dump saved. On the line for Krause. Both Papes and Helmick dove to try to keep that one alive. Let's see if we can see that one again. That's the first hit. That was in the middle of the play, but still some great athletic action by both teams, especially from the Statesmen. Now Van Groningen, a soft touch, but the coverage is there by Rettig. Now Papes blocked. Norkus! Papes again from the back row. The good back row set for Papes, and the perfect block, the perfect positioning for Norkus. All GSAC a year ago, led the team last year with 86 blocks. Now Van Groningen to serve. Masters up by 4. He serves it long. Masters up by 3. Sometimes the service error becomes a question. It becomes an issue for the Mustangs. So far in this first set, not as much of an issue as we've seen in some of the past matches. That's going to be an overpass. Back row for Rettig. Ham looking for Flexen. Oh my goodness, Carlos Garcia. Check to see if his teeth are still in one place. My goodness. The great set from Ham. What a pass, by the way. And then Flexen. Oh my. Overpass, and Flexen takes advantage of that every single time. Flexen now with his 5th kill, and a timeout called by head coach Luke Bentley as the Mustangs have their largest lead that they have had in this first set. 5 points, 16-11, the Mustangs with the lead. Well, I mentioned that William Penn coming off of a loss last night to the number 1 ranked team, Vanguard Lions. Everybody that is playing Vanguard, and Grandview is playing Vanguard tonight, by the way. Everyone that is playing Vanguard is finding this team is about as well-balanced and capable as any other team in the nation, and hence the number 1 ranking. And last night, the Statesmen found that out, losing in 3 sets, 25-21, 25-19, 25-23. Krause with 11, Papes with 8, Hero with 8. The team hit 314 against the Lions last night, but Vanguard did it better. They hit 432 last night. And how good is that? Well, we mentioned it earlier. Mustangs on the season as a team hitting 352. That is second in the country behind Vanguard. On the season, Vanguard hitting 354. So as we come out of the timeout, Masters with the 5-point lead in this first set. It should be Mustangs serving, and it will be Diego Perez. Perez wearing the libero jersey tonight. He's an All-American from a year ago as an outside hitter, but he's a libero tonight, as that's going to be Papes postering that one. He now leads the Statesman with 3 kills. Charlie Figge goes back to serve. 8 aces on the season for Figge. Flexen off the block. Flexen now is 6. And Flexen hitting 667. No errors so far. And you see him tooling that nicely off the block. Matthew Ham now back to serve for the Mustangs. Overpass. Will Avera takes advantage of it. That is at least the second, maybe the third, if I'm counting right, overpass that the Mustangs have been able to take advantage. Back to a 6-point lead. Going to Papes on the far side. Blocked. Mustangs getting an opportunity. Here's Flexen. And that's going to go off the back wall. Too hot to handle for C.J. Rettig. So Flexen now with 7 kills in this first set. By the way, if you're not familiar with the MacArthur Center, it is a relatively low ceiling. You may see balls ricocheting straight down off the ceiling. There's Papes. Talking about straight down, Papes hammering that one straight down. He's got 4 now. So the ceiling does come into play here, and usually it happens at least once per set. So far, it hasn't happened, but we'll see what the rest of the set has to offer as Matt Helmick serves it long. Second service error for William Penn, 1 for the Mustangs. Mustangs hitting .480 as a team in this first set. William Penn, .231. Quick set in the middle for Hero. Now a back set for Seltzer. That one's going to be blocked out. Hero was pointing down, thinking that maybe Seltzer had crossed the center line, but no one else saw that but him. So it's an 8-point lead, biggest lead here in this first set for the Mustangs. And that one's long. Now Papes, 6'4" junior out of Elwood, Illinois. Good serve. Well, it's a little long. So maybe I'm wrong. It's not a good serve. My bad. Will Aver back to serve now for the Mustangs. It's a real problem when I sit next to the producer of this program, Vicente Mora. He likes to laugh at me. That's all I'm going to say. There's an overpass that this time the Statesmen like to take advantage of. That's the first time they've been able to get that one. C.J. Reddig that had to kill. Hero with the serve. Isaac Seltzer hits that one off of Hero. Again, the overpass. And so the point will go to the Mustangs. Now Ezra Moore is going to come back in to serve for the Masters. They're leading by 8. Just need 2 more to close out this first set. Krause off the would-be block, out of bounds. Point goes to the Statesman. And now Krause will go back to serve. Good sinking serve from Krause. Van Groningen off the block, and we're at set point. Braden Van Groningen with his second. Mustangs with 16 kills in this first set so far. 12 for the Statesmen. That was Figgy in the middle. Now there's an opportunity. Back setting Figgy on the slide. Trying to dump was Ham. And Ham takes advantage of the overpass. Reddick tries his best but can't get it over, and the Mustangs take the first set 25-16 to take that 1-set-to-none lead. We'll step aside. When we come back, it will be set number 2 from the MacArthur Center.
We all arrive with different dreams and passions and ideas. We want to make music and movies and scientific discoveries, to launch athletic careers and marketing campaigns, to study literary classics and engineering. We come to college to explore the things that drive us, the unique ways in which God has gifted and equipped us. None of us are on exactly the same path. But while there are differences in our goals and dreams, we remain united in our purpose, in our collective desire to glorify Christ and to subject all things to His unchanging word. We want a true education, one that helps us understand the world the way God sees it. That means Christ is not one subject among many to be studied, but that He is Lord over every discipline, and every thought is to be taken captive to Him. As we pursue excellence and prepare for life beyond the classroom, this truth remains. The question is more than what we want to be or could be. It is what we must be in order to faithfully serve Christ and proclaim Him to a dying world. An understanding of concepts and ideas is not enough. We need convictions that stand the test of time and relationships that challenge and shape us. We want to be prepared, not only for a career, but to live wisely in every area of life. This is our calling. So whatever brings us here, and whatever journey God has us on, our purpose remains the same. In all things, in every endeavor, for Christ and Scripture.
One set in the books here at the MacArthur Center. The second set about to get underway. William Penn, ranked number 8 in the country. Masters ranked number 5 in the NAIA country. And it was the Mustangs getting that first set 25-16 over the Statesmen. Mustangs hitting .516. They had 31 total attacks, 17 kills, just 1 error. The Statesmen, they hit .250, 32 total attacks, 12 kills, 4 errors. No blocks for the Statesmen, a pair of blocks for the Mustangs. 1 ace, and that was recorded by Papes for William Penn. So as the second set about ready to get underway here in the MacArthur Center, it's going to be the Mustangs serving. They're wearing the white tops with the blue shorts again on the right side if you are watching. And, of course, the Statesmen in all blue on the left side. Better crowd here at the MacArthur Center than last night. This is spring break, so the students are not on campus right now, but a few more have decided to show up. There's a back row for Papes, goes off the block. And that's good. That's a good play for him. Ike Papes from the back row, second-team All-American from a year ago, 2-time All-Heart of America Athletic Conference player. Led the team with 395 kills, better than 4 kills per set last season. Speaking of a lot of kills, there's Nolan Flexen. That time the ceiling actually helped the Statesmen. Flexen says, yeah, well, if I just hammer it into the floor, if I put a dent in the floor, then maybe it won't go up to the ceiling. What a hit. Good set from Matthew Ham, and then it's just straight down for Flexen. Diego Perez serving, all tied at 1. Here's Papes. Slowed down at the net. Back setting for Seltzer, back row, and that's good. Isaac Seltzer coming off a really good match last night, 13 kills, tied his career high. He's now got 6 here in the early going in the second set. A little miscommunication, but it might have worked out for the Statesmen. Now an opportunity to set it up. Coming back to Krause, and he uses that big left hand to hammer it down. Krause with 4. He himself is hitting .500. Now Charlie Figge back to serve. Tough pass. And then it's Flexen. That's that one-handed set right at the net. I mean, you're not even sure if it's going to get over or not. That is a tough play for any setter, and then to be able to get it to a good position so your hitter can hit it down like Flexen just did. 9 for him. Now Ham puts it into the net. Just the third service error for the Mustangs. Statesman with 3 as well. Matt Helmick serving. Avera. And that one just trickles over, and the Statesmen aren't able to get to it, so Avera going to get credit for his second kill of the match. Now Flexen back to serve as Mustangs take a 1-point lead. Good serve. Back setting for Papes. Off the block. And initially, David Steinbacher, the up ref, was calling the point to the Mustangs, but Jared Gibson, the down ref, was pointing out quite evidently, yes, it was in fact a block. There was a touch against the Mustangs, and so the point goes to the Statesmen. Papes serving. And right at the net, Van Groningen. Oh, what a play by Papes. Krause on the corner. It's good. That's a great play. Look at that save, first of all, from Papes. Good back set, and then Krause finds the back corner. No one there. Gets the kill. Krause now with 5. And a service error, the 4th committed by the Statesmen. We're tied at 5. Now will Avera go back to serve? Avera, the senior out of Fresno. He'll have one more year, and he's going to take advantage of that. And Avera lets that one go by, but he'll be frustrated with that because Stephanie Steinbacher, the line judge on the far side, said, no, it actually landed in. Nice play. Now Eli Hero is going to go back to serve. Devin Zavala has checked in for his first action of the match for the Statesmen. Back set to Seltzer, his 7th. Devin Zavala, another homecoming for him. 6'3" junior out of Long Beach, California. Started his collegiate career down in Irvine playing for Concordia. Concordia, part of the Mountain Pacific Sports Federation with teams like UCLA, Pepperdine, BYU. Here's a back set to Krause. Nice shot down the line. Diego Perez is an All-American, but I don't think he was even expecting it to come down that fast, down right at him on the line. So the point will go to the Statesmen. They lead by 1. Krause to serve. There's an opportunity for the Statesmen. A quick set for Figgy, but it's blocked. Now Zavala, diving play, and then the dump by Matthew Ham. Isaac Seltzer, let's see if we can get this one again. Watch this one. First of all, the soft hit, and there's Seltzer with the dive, and then Ham says, yeah, I'll take it right now on the second touch. Second time that Ham has been able to do that successfully. Ties it at 7, and Braden Van Groningen serving. Dive by Van Groningen, and despite Seltzer and Diego Perez's efforts, can't get it over in the third hit, so the point will go to William Penn. And Devin Zavala will go back to serve. Zavala with 16 aces. This one's long. Now C.J. Reddick is going to come back in for Zavala. And then going back to serve for the Mustangs will be Diego Perez. Papes off the block. 7th for Ike Papes. Papes twice in his career has had as many as 27 kills. This year he collected 25 against Missouri Baptist. Now he leads The Statesman with 7. Nolan Flexen now at 10. And still without a hitting error. He's now hitting .714. And again, a great set from Matthew Ham to give it to Flexen so he can hit it straight down. That one hit the 10-foot line. That's how good of a set that was to enable the 6'10 freshman to hit straight down on it. Papes, that one a little behind him. Good hit, though. Now Flexen again and splits the defense. And now he's got 11. And the Mustangs take the lead. Matthew Ham back to serve. Quick set to Hero. And Hero also able to hit it straight down onto that 10-foot line. Third of the match for Hero. Matt Helmick back to serve. Back setting for Flexen off the block. Boy, Flexen is having his way. The 12th kill. And despite the block, when you're 6'10 and you can reach over 12 feet, no block is really going to be good enough. What a serve, too. And then Van Groningen takes advantage of the overpass. Nothing you could do if you are a Statesman on that one. You're just trying to keep the ball in play, and starts with a strong serve. Papes, a good pass. Now back to Papes from the back row, and that ball ends up into the stands on the far side. Papes now with 8, and he's going to go back to serve. William Penn down by 1. If you're joining us late, Masters took the first set, 25-16. That serve goes out. And here we are in the second set with Masters leading by 2 now. And Will Avera going back to serve. Ace! That ball just died when it got the last 10 feet and came straight down onto the line like the ball had a magnet in it, and it was iron on the back line. And that ball just sunk. Everybody from the Statesman were saying out, out, out. And it just dropped. Hero out. And they're going to call a touch against the Mustangs, so the point will go to the Statesman. By the way, that was the first ace of the match for Masters. William Penn has one as well. And the guy that got it was Papes, now Hero to serve. And Hero gets the ace. Brings William Penn back to within 1. The 7th service error for William Penn. Masters with 3. Ezra Moore in to serve for the Masters. Now leading by 2 in this second set. Back setting for Krause. Off the block. Krause elevating really well there. Starts at 6'5", gets some good jump. Able to hit over the top of the blockers. And that includes 6'10", Brett Norkus. Now Krause back to serve, has the ace, as we mentioned just a moment ago. Van Groningen blocked. 3-man wall. And then that time Van Groningen twists the wrist to get that ball to go off of the block. It's a nice job, a heads-up play. You just saw the end of it there. Now Van Groningen back to serve. Masters still up by 2. Masters up by 1. Now Devin Zavala back to serve. Flexen. Took a little bit off of that one. Back row for Krause. He hits it into the net. C.J. Reddick will check back in. He'll come in for Zavala. And back to serve for the Masters, Diego Perez. Overpass, blocked at the net, but it goes out. Nice play by Matt Helmick, anticipating the play. And he got two hands on it, but it went out of bounds. Point Masters, and it's now a 3-point lead. Papes, blocked, out of bounds. Point Statesman. Eli Hero will rotate back in. Carlos Garcia, the libero, will come out. And Charlie Figge back to serve. Quick set for Avera, but that's going to be wide right. So point to William Penn. Draws back to within one. Figge still serving. Going short. Flexen straight down. We've got to see that one again, because the question is, how far inside that 10-foot line was he with that ball? I mean, that was maybe a foot inside the line. That was impressive. Matthew Ham serving. There's an overpass, but picked up. And a diving attempt by Helmick. Nice play by Hero as well to keep that alive, and a timeout called by Luke Bentley and the Statesmen as the Mustangs back up by 3, 20-17. Mustangs as a team averaging just under 13 kills per set, 12.92 to be exact. That's 5th best in the nation. William Penn, 12.26, 14th best in the nation. And as I've mentioned, Mustangs with that .352 hitting percentage, second in the country. William Penn, .278, that's 12th in the country. But also for the Statesmen, they are a strong blocking team. Better than 2.25 blocks per set, 2.27, 9th in the country when it comes to blocks per set. So this is a strong team playing in a very, very good conference, the Heart of America Conference. These two conferences, Heart of America and the GSAC, arguably you could say that the GSAC, with 6 teams in the conference, 4 of those teams are in the top 6 in the nation, led by Vanguard, Ottawa of Arizona, Menlo. Menlo is currently ranked number 6. Ottawa is 4, Masters 5, and then Arizona Christian is receiving votes for the top 15. So arguably GSAC is the best conference. But right now, Ike Papes, in this sequence, he's the best player. Good hit from Papes. He's got 11. Seltzer from the near side. Usually he's on the opposite side. Now Papes goes off the block, and Papes now with 12 and brings his Statesman to within a point. Mentioned it. Papes, the ABC NAIA second team All-American last year, 2-time All-Conference. Flexen on the line. Mustangs back up by 2. And now Flexen's going to go back to serve. That's going to be long. Flexen, by the way, now up to 15 kills to lead everybody, and a .750 hitting percentage. Ike Papes to serve. Trailing by a point. Back set to Seltzer. off of Carlos Garcia. And Seltzer now up to 8. Mustangs trying to close out this set and take a 2-0 lead. Will Avera to serve. Krause. Again, he finds that corner. Nicely done. Carlos Garcia immediately goes up to his setter, Matt Helmick, and said, my bad. He did not like the pass that he gave his setter, but Helmick does a great job, and frankly, Krause does an even better job finding that corner. Krause serving. Here's Van Groningen working off the block again. Such a smart play. That is such a smart play. And now Ezra Moore will come in to serve. Masters holding on to that 2-point lead. They've had this cushion 2, 3, 4 points throughout this second game and just been able to maintain it. Now it's back to a point difference as that one goes just a little bit long. Curtis Dice, the line judge, right there to make the call. Now Landon Krause will go back to serve. Long. 8 service error for William Penn. Masters with 6, but they're at set point right now. And Braden Van Groningen to serve. Papes from the back row, dug by Diego Perez. Here's Flexen to win it off of Papes. And the second set belongs to the Mustangs. Flexen picks up his 16th kill, and Masters wins the second set 25-22 to take a 2-0 lead. Will there be just one more, or will there be more volleyball? We'll see. We'll be back right after this.
At the Masters University, athletics is more than a source of school pride. It's more than setting records, developing All-Americans, or winning championships. We believe athletics is meant to serve a greater purpose. We train student athletes to compete for the glory of God and to live with an enduring commitment to Christ and Scripture. We call our athletes and coaches to model the Masters way, to prepare and perform as an act of worship. As Mustangs, we work, demanding the best effort of ourselves and our teammates. We overcome, meeting adversity with confidence, perseverance, and wisdom. We worship by taking responsibility, owning our role, and owning it when we fail. We strive to be selfless, serving and sacrificing out of love to make our team and teammates better, even at our own expense. We prize humility, competing and behaving so they see Christ, not us. We value integrity, being honorable in and out of competition and on and off campus. We are passionate, competing all in, all on, and all out. This is how we define winning. This is our goal and the measure of our success. This is athletics at the Masters University.
2 sets in the books, and both of them belong to the Masters University. Ranked number 5 in the NAIA. William Penn ranked number 8 in the NAIA. The Mustangs, though, getting the 2 sets 25-16, 25-22. And they're still hitting over 500 are the Mustangs. 579. They have committed just 2 hitting errors. And William Penn, they're doing really well. They're hitting .404. They have 28 kills, and they have only committed 5 errors. And you'd have to believe that in any other match, William Penn would be leading this 2-0. But because the Mustangs are hitting so well, it is the Mustangs with a 2-0 lead. So as we start this 3rd set, Devin Zavala with the serve. Nolan Flexen with the hit. That one is slowed down at the net. Zavala with the kill. Now Papes. And he has been everything for the Statesman. His 13th of the match for Ike Papes. He's now hitting over 400. 417. 3 errors for Papes. Zavala continuing to serve. Good serve. Here's Flexen. That one's off the block. Goes out of bounds. So for Nolan Flexen now with 17. Flexen averaging 8 kills per set so far. You do the math, thinking about it, if it's a 4-set or even a 5-set match going that far. Krause from the back row. Van Groningen just touched the floor before he had a chance to get to that one. But Krause, you see him here from the back row. Good launch. And right at the, just skips short of Braden Van Groningen. Figge serving. Here's Flexen. Saved by Rettig. And then putting it into the net is Figge. Again, a rare attacker, just the 6th for William Penn in 61 attacks. They have 30 kills. Mustangs 60 attacks, 36 kills, and just 2 attack errors. Back set for Hero. Both Ham and Van Groningen got their hands on it, but where the ball ended up was in no man's land. So the 1-point lead for the Statesman. Matt Helmick serving. Flexen off the block. Overpass. Papes got advantage of that one. We've seen the overpass several times tonight, and each team taking advantage of it. So a 2-point lead now for William Penn. Avera, that one slowed down at the net. Back setting for Krause, goes off the antenna. And so that's going to go back over to Masters point for the Mustangs. Now Flexen to serve. Miss hit from Nolan. Ike Papes now back to serve as Devin Zavala will rotate in. C.J. Rettig will come out for the Statesman. And into the net. Brett Norkus will rotate in for the Mustangs. He'll go into the front row as Will Avera will go to the back. And he'll be serving. And now 2 consecutive service errors for the Mustangs. Two-point lead for the Statesmen. And 2 consecutive service errors for the Statesmen. Well, we've seen some great volleyball up until now. You know, here's a little bit of trivia for you. Well, not trivia. I'm not going to do that. Byron Valdez. Now, you William Penn fans, you know who Byron Valdez is. He's one of the top players, certainly in the Heart of America Conference. Was here last night against playing for Grandview. Let's get to that in a second. Zavala gets that one off of the block. Point for the Statesmen. Back to a 2-point lead. Byron Valdez last night hit a serve that was 76 miles an hour, the highest recorded serve ever in this building. 76 miles an hour. Little miscommunication, so an opportunity to set something up. Backslide for Figgy, and that goes off the block, and now it's a 3-point lead for William Penn. Figgy with 4. Krause to serve. And that's going to go over and out. And a 4-point lead, in the momentum starting to be ridden by the Statesmen. And Jared Goldberg feels it, calls a timeout for the Mustangs, with the Statesmen leading here in the third set, 9-5. They need to win this set in order to keep the match alive. So as we come out of the timeout, 9-5, William Penn with the lead. Landon Krause, the NAIA Player of the Year last year, serving, just touches the top of the net. There's Van Groningen, goes off the block, and point goes to the Masters. He'll get the side out, and back to serve will be Braden Van Groningen. Jared Goldberg, the head coach of the Masters. His assistant, Ben Herb, played here for the last couple of years. Now it's his first year as an assistant coach. And trying the quick dump was Helmick, but it was blocked. And Zavala just gets it over. Now there's an overpass. Saved by Perez. Nice play, anticipating. Back row set to Papes. A little bit too high. One-handed block by Brett Norkus. Now Zavala right at Van Groningen. Flex in, that's going to be long. Point, Statesman. Best rally of the night. You hate to see a mistake ending the rally at any time, but the first hitting error for Nolan Flexen. So it's a 4-point lead for William Penn. Devin Zavala serving. Overpass. Oh, Ike Papes swing and a miss and landed very awkwardly. And then they hit for Flexen. Check on Papes. He's still walking, but oh my goodness. Papes and Figgy both converged on that, and it might have just thrown off Papes. Papes on the line and good. He's fine. Hero will come back in. Carlos Garcia, the libero, will come out. And back to serve is Charlie Figgy. Flexen really elevates that time, able to hit off the top of the block. The 5-point lead that William Penn had just then, 4-point lead, was their biggest here in this third set. Now Matthew Ham serving for the Mustangs. Quick set in the middle to Hero. That was Perez that saved it. Blocked, solo block for Ike Papes. Nice play. He's everywhere. 15 kills. He's hitting .414. And that's the first block of the night for William Penn. Flexen hitting straight down. Picked up by Garcia and then also handled by Helmick. Back set to Seltzer, and that one counts. What a play by Garcia and Helmick. Flexen now with 19. Seltzer with 9. Flexen back to serve. Mustangs have just one ace on the night. And that's a good pass on a very good serve. Van Groningen blocked. Hero was there with Papes. Hero is the one that did it. They're going to share the block, but it's the second block of the night for the Statesmen. 4-point lead. Ike Papes going back to serve. Mentioned it before, 9th in the country are the Statesmen. 2.27 blocks per set. So they're off of their usual, and I think we're going to have it's going to go against the Mustangs. Didn't see exactly what the call was. That one's going to go long. So the 5-point lead becomes a 4-point lead, but it's still William Penn in control of this third set, and they need to be to keep the match alive. Now Will Abra. Papes from the back row. 16 kills for Ike Papes. Now Eli Hero back to serve. Van Groningen blocked out, point Masters. But it's staying this 4 to 5 point, maybe sometimes 3-point range. But William Penn able to sustain it, not allowing the Mustangs to get a run. Now Ezra Moore in to serve. Mustangs with just the one service ace so far. Van Groningen out. I'm not sure what the call was. But it goes for the Masters. 3-point difference. Quick set in the middle. That one is good. Figgy in the middle. 5th of the match. Now Landon Krause back to serve. And again, that 4-point cushion right now that Statesmen are riding. Ace. Second ace of the match for Krause. And the Mustangs are just kind of out of sorts right now. And we talk about momentum. And it is clearly on the shoulders of William Penn in this third set. A little strong that time from Krause. 12th service error in the match for William Penn is Braden Van Groningen back to serve. Back setting for Krause, blocked out. Matthew Ham and Brett Norkus were there. But it's a point for the Statesmen. It's a 5-point difference. Zavala to serve. Good serve. Diego Perez, a good pass. Quick set to Norcus. Picked up by Krause. Figgy in the middle. Blocked. Norcus and Flexen were there, and judging by the reaction, I think it was Brett Norcus that got that one. Yes, he did. Mustangs need a run if they want to close out this match in 3 sets. Papes is not having any of that. 17 kills for Ike Papes. He's hitting .452 is Papes. Flexen, that's good. 20th for Flexen. Flexen now hitting over 600, 613 to be exact. On the season, number 1 in the country, .438 hitting percentage for Flexen. Joust at the net, and it's going to be won by Matt Helmick. Helmick, the 5'9 setter, went up against Will Avera, the 6'5 middle blocker, and it was Helmick that was victorious in the joust. Little mopping duty being handled. Some moisture got on the floor. 5-point lead. Now Helmick to serve. Statesman looking to close out this 3rd set. Flexen off the block. That one ends up behind us, 5 rows deep. 21 kills, just 1 error for Nolan Flexen. Now he's back to serve. Had 16 kills in the first 2 sets. Papes. Slowed down at the net. Quick set for Avera. And the Mustangs get a pair in a row to close to within 3. And I think there's some more moisture on the William Penn side. We're going to look to see if they can get a towel. Working to get that all mopped up. You can hear the squeaking of the sneakers as they try to absorb some of that into the rubber of their soles. Flexen continuing to serve. Long. Second time this set that Flexen has been long with the serve. Four-point lead, Papes to serve. Van Groningen, picked up by Garcia. Papes in the back row, blocked by Avera. Back setting to Seltzer, down the line, good. That was a good round for everybody. Back set there to the left-handed opposite. Seltzer, Carlos Garcia was there, just could not get over to the line to get there. Avera serving, but the Masters still down by 3. Garcia with the dig. That's Hero, blocked, continued. Back setting to Zavala. Then Groningen there. Papes is going to pop it over, and no one's there. $18 for Papes. Now Hero back to serve. Statesmen need 3 just to close out the set. Back setting to Seltzer. It's been working, and it continues to work as the freshman Seltzer with 11. He's hitting .588. Mustangs still hitting over 500 in the match. .512 to be exact. William Penn hitting .379. Both teams hitting very well. Ezra Moore serving. Krause. That goes out. Close, but it went out. So the point will go to the Statesmen. Krause now with 10. And the Statesmen have been riding, like I said, this 4-point wave. And an ace for Landon Krause, his third of the match. Krause came in team high 26, ninth in the nation, at better than an ace per set. That one goes wide left on set point. But it's still set point, triple set point, if you will. Now Braden Van Groningen serving. Going to Zavala. And that one's over. Isaac Seltzer is there. Flexen takes advantage. Seltzer with that pass. Then Flexen. Again, the elevation. Still set point for William Penn. Overpass. Falling awkwardly was Matt Helmick. And he's slow to get up. I think he's going to be okay. And a timeout called by Luke Bentley as the Mustangs close to within 2, but it's still, call it double set point at this point, actually. Double set point for William Penn. Next up for the Mustangs, it will be this Friday. They're going to travel up to the Bay Area, and they're going to have a non-conference match against Aquinas out of Michigan in Atherton, California. That'll be Friday night, 6 p.m., and then Saturday, their final road game of the regular season, and they'll be taking on number 6 Menlo at 1 o'clock. That'll be on Saturday. For William Penn, the California tour continues tomorrow night. They're going to go down to Irvine, California, and they're going to face the West Cliff Warriors. That will have a 7 p.m. Pacific time start, 9 p.m. for you folks in the Central Time Zone. Happy you're joining us. Hope you're enjoying this one. We're certainly enjoying bringing it to you. I'm Dave Caldwell, so happy you're along, sharing part of your Wednesday night with us. I know one thing, we wouldn't want to be any place else than right here courtside. It continues to be set point for William Penn. And that's the set. The Statesmen take the third, 25-22. They will force a fourth set. Will there be 5? We'll see. Stay with us.
The entire modern world has recognized and attempted to harness the power of media.
We want to talk about this topic because there's a lot of misinformation out there.
How do we function in a society when we can't trust the supposed facts that we're hearing and reading about every day?
Well, how do we think through that as a Christian?
How do Christians best interpret culture theologically and, most importantly, biblically?
You already know the answer. The Bible is the foundation for everything.
This is mission critical. This is about the gospel. This is about telling people the truth and not misleading them.
We have a responsibility to be a witness to the truth.
We're always evaluating the theological ramifications of what we're consuming.
We're not swayed by the world. Rather, we need to interpret the world by Scripture.
The Bible comes first. Christ's honor comes first. And then everything else follows.
Statesmen get the third set, 25-22. They're hitting .385. Any other night, they would have won this match by now, no doubt. But the Mustangs are hitting .524, and they won the first two sets. So as we go into the fourth set, Masters leading it 2-1. Matthew Ham to serve now for the Mustangs. Nolan Flexen with 23 kills. Ike Papes with 18 to lead their respective teams. Krause. 12 for Landon Krause. Now Eli Hero will go back to serve. Flexen blocked at the net. Krause was there. Figgy was there. They'll share in that block. One of the best blocking teams. We talked about it. William Penn, 9th in the nation. That is their third block. They had 2 in the third set. And now this one. As the ball gets away from one of the guys keeping track of the balls on the side. Back to the action. Brett Norkus. Krause, a nice hit. Papes, does he get it across? He does. Seltzer, the lefty, down the line. Just getting out of the way was Eli Hero. Otherwise, he would have taken that one right in the face. So the first point of this fourth set for the Mustangs. Nolan Flexen now will go back to serve for Masters. Out. Statesmen were able to ride a 3, 4, 5-point cushion throughout that third set, and now they've got a 2-point lead, looking to build on it. Krause with the serve. That one goes errant, goes off to the left. That is the fourth service error for Landon Krause, 14th of the match for William Penn. Quick set in the middle to Figgy. Back to a 2-point lead. 7th for Charlie Figgy. He's hitting .235 on the season. Figgy hitting .427 from his middle blocker position. Now Zavala to serve. Van Groningen making that one count. 8 now for Braden Van Groningen. Van Groningen had a career-high 22 kills against Menlo. So he has a way to go before he can get to that point. Ezra Moore in to serve. Mustangs trail by 1. They trail by 2. 11th service error. Now Charlie Figgy to serve. Will Avera. Just the 5th for Will. Will known more for his blocking. Still looking for a block tonight. Now Van Groningen back to serve. The question right now, in my mind, can William Penn continue to ride that momentum that they built in that third set and get this fourth set win and force a 5th? Papes says, yes, we can. 19 for Ike Papes. That was special. That was special. Matt Helmick serving. Helmick, by the way, with 40 assists. That one's blocked at the net. Quick set to Hero. Good. Now it's a 3-point lead for William Penn. Yeah, I think it's important to point out Matt Helmick with his 40 assists, 41 now with that one. Had a career high of 56 against Graceland just a couple of weeks ago. Seltzer's ball was slowed down at the net. Now Krause, and it's a 4-point lead. 3 straight points now for the Statesmen. And the answer to the question is, oh yeah. Can they ride that momentum wave? And the Statesmen are saying, oh yeah. Here they go. Quick set to Will Avera, blocked. Just out. Papes with the block, but it just went out. Just inches. Now Avera to serve. 6 kills, by the way, for Will Avera. Krause back to a 4-point lead. If the 5th game is forced, you might be able to point back to that 3-point run that William Penn just had that created it. There's Brett Norkus making it a 3-point difference. The question now is, can the Mustangs build a run? They have not been able to do it since the second set. William Penn has stayed in control, and that ball short for Ham. It catches the net and just trickles over. Watch how short this one is, and it just catches it. Matt Helmick had his back turned, as a setter will do, getting ready for the pass. Had that one land right next to him. That's Zavala tooling that one off the block. So back to a 3-point difference for the Statesmen, and Eli Hero back to serve. Figgy comes into the front row to replace Carlos Garcia, the libero, who has a seat. That one's out. Now Garcia comes back in as Hero goes out. Flexen serving. Masters down by 2. Out. Krause serving. Braden Van Groningen slowed down at the net. The dump, but there's Perez. Van Groningen tries to work it off the block. Now Krause in the back row, picked up by Ham. Norkus just popping it over, an opportunity to make something happen. Backslide, Figgy blocked. Krause, back row. Ham with the dig. Joust. That time Van Groningen won it. Zavala. Seltzer. Best rally of the night by far. Van Groningen is good. And that's how you want a great rally to end, with a player making a great play to get the point. Braden Van Groningen now with 9. And the floor being cleaned up, and I think all the players, they're all sucking air right now. I think they're grateful for the opportunity to get a mop on the floor. Now Diego Perez to serve. Perez, a rocket. Krause, another rocket. Papes. That block is going to go out. Point, Statesman. Diego Perez has been hurt. Maybe he was just holding that one in reserve, ready to fire it off when the team needed it. That was an excellent serve. Now Zavala serving for William Penn. Van Groningen. Papes. Off the ceiling. Van Groningen, a nice play. And then Seltzer with the kill. And several people in this crowd jumped to their feet liking that one. Now this crowd's starting to get into it. And I'll tell you, the Mustangs need it. As Ezra Moore serving. Masters trail by 2 in this 4th set. Figgy. That is his 8th for Charlie Figgy. And he'll go back to serve. Seltzer will come back in for the Mustangs as Ezra Moore will go back to the bench after serving. Back setting to Seltzer, blocked. That one went off of Flexen's face. And it's going to work. The block came straight back down onto Flexen, and I think it went off his face, maybe his chest, maybe the top of his head, but it kept it alive, and the point goes to Masters. Van Groningen serving. Gets the ace. Just the 3rd ace of the match for the Mustangs. First of the night for Braden Van Groningen. And the difference is 1. Hero picked up by Seltzer. Opportunity. Papes. Does the windmill swing? Papes with 21. Matt Helmick serving his team up by 2. Flexen, his team up by 1 now. Flexen now with 24. Mustangs are going to need a lot of that. Averett to serve. Out. Zavala will come back in. He'll replace C.J. Reddick. Back to serve Ike Papes. That's going to be over, and so an opportunity, Zavala. The dump, diving save by Helmick. Flexen. Into the net, not able to dig it out. Point Masters. These players are exhausted. Ike Papes had to be helped up off the floor. He is breathing heavy right now. Matthew Ham to serve. Short serve. Far side, Zavala blocked. Isaac Seltzer. No, they're going to call it a point. They're going to say that that ball went out on the block. So the point will go to the Statesman. And Eli Hero now serving. Flexen from the other side. There's Figgy in the overpass. Figgy again. Seltzer straight down on the line. Good. Boy, the Mustangs really need their crowd right now if they're going to get themselves to fire off and get back into this game. Flexen serving. Papes from the back row blocked. Brett Norkus, and Papes goes down very awkwardly. You know, we're going to step aside as Ike Papes will be attended to.
In Genesis 1, God established a mandate: subdue the earth and have dominion over it. At the Masters University, we see engineering as a clear fulfillment of that command. Our students learn to design, apply, and advance technology for the good of their fellow man and the glory of the Creator. We don't just develop engineers. We equip leaders to engage world-changing technology through the lens of unchanging truth. After graduation, our mechanical engineers will design car engines, satellites, and robots, machines that increase productivity and raise standards of living. Our electrical engineers will develop technology that connects us, from the cell phones in our hands to the power grids in our communities. And our computer engineers will make faster, more efficient hardware for both the workplace and home. So come to the Masters University, study engineering, and be equipped to fulfill the Creator's mandate: subdue the earth and have dominion over it.
So as we come out of that quick break, Papes was taken to the training room. He did stand up. He did test it, so that's good sign for Papes. Now back to serve Landon Krause. Out. So it's back to a 1-point difference. If we see Papes come out of the training room, I'll let you know. Meantime, Diego Perez back to serve. Out. Back to a 2-point difference. And now Zavala to serve. Into the net. Inopportune time to have a service error there. And now going back to serve Ezra Moore. One-point difference. Going for hey, look at that. Papes is back. I did not even see him come in. But he is back, and I like to see it. I'm glad. So back to a 2-point difference, and maybe William Penn can use his presence back on the floor, get that momentum back that they had in the third set. Here's Van Groningen off the block. Right now it's been a 2-point to a 1-point difference. Question for the William Penn fans: can the Statesmen continue to ride that to get this win in this fourth set and force a fifth set? Masters won the first two, 25-16, 25-22. William Penn came back in the third to get that one, 25-22. And now it's a 1-point difference. Now it's a 2-point difference. Statesmen holding on to that lead. Matt Helmick back to serve. And right now it's almost as if you don't want to serve, because when you're serving, you're losing the point. Right there. That's Will Avera, his 8th. Mustangs have not been able to get a run going in the last couple of sets. They'll only get 1 or 2 points at a time, almost always 1. Back setting for Papes. Nice play by Seltzer. Flexen, directing it down, and it's a tie game. And a timeout is being called by Luke Bentley for William Penn. 20-20 in the fourth. So as we're coming out of the timeouts, all tied at 20 here in the fourth set. Masters serving. They lead it 2-1. Will Avera back to serve. Quick set to Hero. Back to a 1-point William Penn lead. Masters still hitting over 500, 519. Statesman hitting 407. They've only committed 8 attack errors. Masters have only committed 6 attack errors. Flexen, picked up by Garcia. Now Zavala, blocked at the net. Krause. Mustang into the net. Point goes to the Statesman. It was Flexen into the net. So the Masters were able to tie it. They were able to get 2 points in a row. Now the Statesmen have been able to get 2 points in a row. Papes serving. There's an overpass. Hero! Timeout, Masters. Some numbers for you Statesman fans. Ike Papes with 23 kills. His career high, 27. He's done it twice. Matt Helmick, 51 assists so far. He had 56 against Graceland a couple of weeks ago. So 2 guys nearing their career highs. And 1 other guy as well, Nolan Flexen, now with 26 kills. He had his career high 27 kills just last night against Grandview as Papes puts that one into the net. Keeps the Mustangs' hopes alive here in this fourth set. Matthew Ham to serve. Set in the middle for Hero, and we're at set point for the Statesmen. And Eli Hero, dare I say, who has been the hero the last couple of points. He is back to serve. Sorry. I know that's cheesy. Flexen. He has now got his 27th and has now tied his career high. Matthew Ham with 49 assists. That is a career high for him. And that is an ace for Flexen. Timeout, William Penn at set point. Good timeout for Coach Luke Bentley, as this point that's coming up may be the most critical point of the match. Nolan Flexen serving, but it is set point for William Penn. Masters leading it 2-1. And that's it. We will have a fifth set. The service error gives William Penn the 25-23 win in the fourth set. We are tied at 2. Fifth set when we return.
We all arrive with different dreams and passions and ideas. We want to make music and movies and scientific discoveries, to launch athletic careers and marketing campaigns, to study literary classics and engineering. We come to college to explore the things that drive us, the unique ways in which God has gifted and equipped us. None of us are on exactly the same path. But while there are differences in our goals and dreams, we remain united in our purpose, in our collective desire to glorify Christ and to subject all things to His unchanging word. We want a true education, one that helps us understand the world the way God sees it. That means Christ is not one subject among many to be studied, but that He is Lord over every discipline, and every thought is to be taken captive to Him. As we pursue excellence and prepare for life beyond the classroom, this truth remains. The question is more than what we want to be or could be. It is what we must be in order to faithfully serve Christ and proclaim Him to a dying world. An understanding of concepts and ideas is not enough. We need convictions that stand the test of time and relationships that challenge and shape us. We want to be prepared, not only for a career, but to live wisely in every area of life. This is our calling. So whatever brings us here, and whatever journey God has us on, our purpose remains the same. In all things, in every endeavor, for Christ and Scripture.
Matt Frields, our PA announcer and music DJ, playing the Star Wars theme. This is March of the... what is this? The Imperial March, yep. You know, I hate to say it, but the Force is going to have to be with somebody for this fifth set. Was that bad? Is that cheesy again? Am I being cheesy again? Look who I'm asking, Mr. Cheese himself. Oh, no, I was looking at you, Vicente. Producer Vicente. All right, well, bottom line, 2 sets apiece. First team to 15. You all know the drill. Masters to serve first, Diego Perez. It is an emotional momentum wave that you ride with every point in the fifth set. Now Eli Hero. Van Groningen blocked. 2-point lead for the Statesmen. We have seen the Statesmen in the last 3 sets now, this being the third one of those, be able to get that slight lead from the onset and ride that to a set victory. And they've done it again here in the 5th. Back set to Seltzer. Seltzer now with 15. He is already at a new career high. Flexen has tied his career high that he had last night, 27. Papes sitting at 23, his career high 27, season high 25. Helmick, 52 assists, 4 away from his career high. Van Groningen finds the line, and we're tied at 2. Van Groningen now with 11. Ezra Moore serving for Masters. Krause straight down. Primal scream from Landon Krause. Now he'll go back to serve. Moore will come out as Isaac Seltzer will go back in for Masters. Quick set to Avera, his 9th. Now Van Groningen back to serve. Van Groningen does have an ace tonight. Masters with 4. William Penn with 5. Quick set on the line, and it's good for Charlie Figge. The 9th for Figge. Masters hitting 5-13. William Penn hitting 425 as it gets updated in front of me. Now Devin Zavala hits it long. So we're back to tied again at 4. Now Avera back to serve. Mustangs had only committed a pair of service errors in the first set. Now they're up to 18 in the match. 19 for William Penn, if you're keeping track. Here's Flexen. And Flexen now with 28. Tied at 5 in the 5th. Matthew Ham back to serve. Just gets it over the net. Backslide. Hero out. They're asking for a tip. No touch is the call. Great job by head coach Luke Bentley as he came out and told his team, guys, there was no touch. Forget about it. Get back in. Let's go. Masters' first lead that they have had in a set since early in the 4th. That one is going to rocket off of Brett Norcus's noggin. That went off the top of his forehead and ended up heading somewhere towards Tijuana, I think. It's heading straight south. That one's not coming back. They need to check the inflation of that one. That time the ball by Flexen goes into the net, and the Statesmen have collected 2 in a row. Serving is Helmick. Flexen. And we're back to tied at 7. You know, watching both of these teams, I'm just trying to pick up on body language. You start to kind of feel. Oh, and another one into the net. believe that is the 8th service error for Nolan Flexen alone. Some moisture on the floor. On the William Penn side, so they get that mopped up. Statesman now with the 1-point lead. It's worth reminding you, the Statesman ranked number 8 in the nation, Masters number 5. Papes with the serve and an ace! Huge time to come up with the ace. Second of the night for Ike Papes. And that time it goes long. Excuse me, first of the night for Ike Papes. No, I was right, second time. Second of the night for Papes. Now Diego Perez. Masters trailing by a point in the 5th. They're trailing now by 2 points in the 5th. And you start to watch the emotion on both sides, which team is feeling it. And I gotta say, it's William Penn that's feeling it right now. Eli Hero to serve. Will Avera now with his 10th. That was a big hit for Avera. Makes 4 different players for the Mustangs in double figures, led by Nolan Flexen's 29 kills tonight. Ezra Moore serving. Van Groningen. And we're going to have one of the Statesmen go into the net. Did not see who they're calling. It went into the net. So the point will go to the Mustangs because of that, not because of Van Groningen's kill. And so it will be a tie game 10-10 here in the 5th. Figgy brings it back over to the Statesmen. They're up by 1. William Penn now with 64 kills. Masters with 70. The Statesmen have 9 attack errors. Masters have 8. Masters hitting .517. William Penn hitting .420. Krause with the serve. Van Groningen. And we're tied at 11. .13 for Van Groningen. He's back to serve. Figgy with the left hand. Smart play. Zavala back to serve. Flexen. Back to tied. Ethan Egger getting into this match for the first time. Tough situation. Tied at 12 in the 5th. And Ethan Egger back to serve. Papes blocked out. Did it hit the net antenna? It did hit the antenna, but I think what they're saying is it was the block that put the ball into the antenna, not the hit initially by Papes. And a little repair job. Isaac Seltzer working on the antenna on the far side. Gets that squared away. All right, back to the action. William Penn with the 1-point lead. Charlie Figgy serving. Flexen. Picked up. Papes. Blocked! Oh, what a block! Norcus and Flexen were both there. Let's check out to see who may have got that. But that was huge. Papes with a big swing and a perfect block. Tied at 13. Matthew Ham to serve. Critical point right here. Mustangs get an opportunity. Flexen. Off of Carlos Garcia's face. Oh my. Match point. Timeout. Check the teeth for Carlos Garcia. Oh, baby. Nolan Flexen with a huge hit to take it to match point. Checking Carlos Garcia. I think he's okay, but I'll tell you, he is still checking. I'm serious. He is still checking his teeth. That was a scary hit. All right, match point. Matthew Ham to serve. Papes keeps it alive for William Penn. The fans here at the MacArthur Center are on their feet. Back to serve, Matt Helmick. Got to win by 2. Flexen put that into the net. Now it's match point for William Penn. That ball hit the ceiling. Back set to Seltzer. Krause blocked. We're tied at 15. 3-man wall for the Mustangs. Norkus, I think, got it, but a perfect positioning to block it. Tied at 15. Bryce Jones coming in for his first action. And he'll be going back to serve. The 6'2 sophomore out of Long Beach. Quick set to Hero. Blocked at the net by Norkus. Now Papes. Blocked out. Point Statesman. Back to match point for William Penn. Jones comes back out. Flexen comes back in. Papes will go back to serve. Match point. Seltzer. Krause blocked again. Norkus has been spectacular in these closing moments of this 5th set. What a job by the senior co-captain. Diego Perez serving. Blocked at the net by Avera. And now we're at match point for the Masters. It has been the block for the Masters here in these closing moments of this 5th set that have brought him to this point of match point. Timeout called by William Penn. What a great match between these two. My goodness. We haven't had one this good in a long time. Both teams have had match point here in this fifth set. Now it's the Masters' turn. Diego Perez serving. And he finishes it with an ace! Oh, my! They thought it was going to go long, and it didn't. So the Mustangs win the match. They win the fifth set, 18-16. The Masters will go to 11-4 overall. The Statesmen will drop to 15-8. Nolan Flexen, a career-high 31 kills. Isaac Seltzer, a career-high 15. And Matthew Ham, a career-high 57 assists. Matt Helmick, 60 assists for William Penn, a career high for him as well. And Ike Papes ties his career high for the third time at 27. The Mustangs win it in 5. For all of us associated with the Masters University Athletics, I'm Dave Caldwell. Thanks for being with us. See you again next time.